told me I had 6 weeks to write it, or 6 hours, or 6 minutes. You can do it. So it was really powerful and validating and encouraging for me to see what the group was able to come up with in the space of 10 minutes or 7 minutes. It kind of took the pressure off of you're being too hard on yourself. Just sit down, just write, and just trust that you have something to say. And I just feel way more equipped and disciplined than I did before, which is kind of a miracle over the course of just a few weeks.
The exercises, oh my gosh, this has really got me to get off my self-critical ass, just get going, putting the riding wheels in motion, so to speak. It's been so motivating. The exercises help me jumpstart that creative process and then keep me there. What Denise had mentioned, you've got this time and you've just got to go. You just do it. And wow, it just opened my mind to so many more possibilities to be able to get through those blocks and enjoy the process, the journey along the way. And of course, with my comrades here with Jordan and Denise and Victoria, who so inspired me, and discovering things about myself, just the energy, just this fantastic energy in the room. I just felt free. And the best way I can describe it is like a trapeze artist. And you grab that bar and you got to swing, and then you've got to let go and trust that that other person is going to catch you. But even if you fall, there's a net. And that's what I felt through the whole thing, is that safety net. I felt like there is no wrong, just do it. And that's what I'm so grateful for.
I didn't have any sort of writing project specifically. I just wanted to get back into the swing of creative writing, and this really helps sort of open up more possibilities or opportunities. But cathartic was the word I was trying to put stop, because writing can be very therapeutic, and that was I got the most out of. So I would highly encourage people, even if you don't have a project that you're looking to work on. We all go through life, we all have different experiences, and journaling, poetry, it's really helpful. I would say that it was very much like a therapeutic opportunity.
Oh, you have been so amazing. And I love the fact that our personalities are all totally different. We're just totally different people, different perspectives, come from different parts of the country, have different backgrounds, and to just learn from each other and hear from each other. We all got something special out of it. If your schedule allows, and I suggest you make your schedule allow, it's just a worthwhile endeavor to fall in love with the written word. I resoundingly endorse this workshop. It was really amazing.
Yeah, so that gives you a little taste of what people have experienced.
One of those voices sound familiar. I just can't put it in.
It might have been Denise Hamilton, who you may know. Denise wrote a book that came out last year called Indivisible. The other people were Odile Curcio. I don't know if you know Odile. Dr. Jordan and Victoria, who's been in and out of this room. I know there's been some engagement with Victoria.
That's cool though.
Yeah, thanks. It was like I said, it was totally an experiment, because people kept coming to me saying, "Oh, I have this project," but they weren't in a position to be able to hire me to work with them. And then finally somebody said, "Well, would you do your workshops?" And I thought, well, I've never done anything online that way. I mean, I do like writing retreats, all over the country and things like that. But it turned out to be really a great platform to do it on. It's totally different than being in a normal clubhouse room. I mean, we don't multitask. We don't ever record anything. I have no recordings of the workshops because it's very intimate. People get very emotional. They're writing about very personal stuff. So it's really a safe place. But this is, we're on our 5th one right now. And I was trying to decide whether to keep doing them, because I'm working on my last book and have other projects, but decided that as I'm watching these people grow and seeing work getting done, it's just too good not to. So I've actually approached Clubhouse and asked them if they would consider sponsoring one person each session, just because not everybody can come up with the money to do the workshops. They're not tremendously expensive, but they aren't free either. And I want to see as many people be able to have this experience as possible. So, and it gives me a lot. It's really an honor and a pleasure to get to midwife other people's work. So, yeah, thanks for letting me share.
You give me 6 more months on this app. Trust me, I got 4 stories already. Because every character, every person that comes on this app, I mean, y'all are characters. I mean, I know I'm a character too, but y'all are real characters.
There's a movie here, Dan. There's
Stories.
a movie called Clubhouse for sure.
Oh yeah, I believe it, because I mean, like I know people don't use their real names, and sometimes people tell their stories, and sometimes the stories are truthful or exaggerated, but just the conversations, man, like it's just amazing. And I'd love to mix a couple of these people together and make a story. That would be fun. Trent would definitely have to be. I can see he's definitely a character. He'd probably be the antagonist. But in Brooklyn, you'd probably be the hero, maybe.
Who's gonna play Trent, Dan?
Cigarette out your mouth.
Well, and I want to
Say what?
Who are you gonna cast to play Trent?
No, I wouldn't say it would be his like persona, right? That's what I would look at his persona and figure out like how can I like take his logic and reasoning and his being, and kind of mix it up with somebody else, because I can't do him just directly. I have to mix it up with somebody else, right? And then create a story where he's just living a MAGA world, and then he comes in contact with somebody like a mixed character of like Lisa, Patty, and Brooklyn, right? If I can put all those 3 characters together, that'd be a wild character. And if you have those people together, maybe you and Trent mixed together with Royal, fireworks. I wouldn't call it a bestseller. It would be definitely entertaining, for sure.
I was just playing devil's advocate, seeing if you had someone in mind, like to play Trent.
It's true. This place is full of characters. I mean, I see it. When I came on the app, I was really involved in the Ukrainian sitrep for months, and I mean that place was so full of characters and intrigue and drama. And then I got to know other people on the app, and it was like, oh my God, there's a movie here. There is really a movie called Clubhouse when you think about the different characters who are on this app. I want to respond to you, Ramona, in the chat. You were talking about how you would be able to read your work. It's a really good question. And like I said, we had actually somebody who's blind in the last couple of workshops. And what we do is he does his writing and then he sends it to me, and then one of us read it aloud for him, because you're quite right, the same adaptability that allows him to be doing it on Clubhouse, it negates his ability to then read his work. So I know exactly what you're asking, and we actually hacked it, we solved it, which was great, because he's listening to another person in the group who happens to be a voice work artist read his whole book. So he's almost like hearing an audible version of his work, which is just amazing. It's very collaborative in that regard. So yeah, we kind of worked that out so that people who are blind could easily do the workshop.
Okay, Ella, I got an elevator pitch for you. You ready? I'm envisioning a social audio app where the cast of characters much resemble us, organically, naturally come together and do independent journalism based on the current administration that's failing. In this fictional comedy thriller,
It would have to be a comedy. You got that right.
And then definitely a investor comes into one of the rooms, which makes a turn of events a reality, where they end up backing and sponsoring us to do a full stop regime change in the U.S. government. So it goes from a social audio app to reality, and the tagline would be, "We vote with our time."
I love it. I totally can picture this. Now I can hear how your mind works and how you develop things. This is great. I love that.
We manifest what we want to watch, right?
100%. You have to be there to get there.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to you. I wish you nothing but success with the workshop. Sounds like it doesn't need much more promoting. Sounds like it's running on its own. That's awesome.
Well, it is, and the thing is, I only allow 4 people per workshop because I just can't give people the amount of attention that they need and the quality of attention with any more than 4 people in a 2-hour workshop. So that limits my ability to only be able to do that. So I will be, like I said, opening registration for September, probably this next week. But I can always do 2 workshops at a time, but my plate is starting to fill up. I'm also still recovering from lung cancer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was diagnosed a little over a year ago and went through treatment, and actually this coming Monday is my 1-year follow-up. So prayers from everybody if you got them. And Clubhouse was amazing. I mean, I had this realization that, I'm used to just sort of pushing through things. I've been doing it my whole life. And when I first got sick, I was like, all right, I'm just going to have to work more. I'm going to have to just do more. And it was like, no, this is not going to work this time. Like that's my MO. And it was like, no. And I ended up having to give back 2 really big lucrative projects. And I did a GoFundMe, and I was transparent about it on Clubhouse, and people just came through for me. I mean, I did it in real life community as well. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I've never asked anybody for a cent, but I really needed help in order to take 6 months to just heal and focus on my own recovery. And hopefully everything will be fine. I'll catch you guys up next week after the CAT scan.
Wow, that's congratulations on beating it so far. I was looking up while you were talking. Maitake and reishi, specifically reishi mushrooms, are really good mushrooms for lung cancer. Shiitake as well. Shiitake, maitake, and reishi are all 3 great mushrooms. Shiitake is delicious. Reishi is like something you want to make with a tea, and then maitake you can cook with as well. They're good sauteed.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm very into functional medicine, so I'll write that down.
Can I ask you a question too? Is it L or LE or which? How do I?
L like the letter L.
L. Okay. So, how? Just taking it back to the politically correct thing. How is, or how will, what the political landscape has been like and the laws that have recently been passed gonna affect your treatment and or the delivery of your treatment? Has that been determined yet, or are you still kind of waiting for that, or you anticipate something like? Because I know this is.
Are you talking about insurance coverage?
Yeah, just all that stuff. Like, how is that going to impact it? Is it going to impact it within the lifetime of your treatment, or is it something that it's kind of outside of that?
Yeah.
That time frame.
Well, hopefully I don't need any more treatment, but I'm actually 71 years old, so I'm on Medicare, and I also have a secondary policy, which is killing me. I mean, my monthly premiums for insurance before out-of-pocket meds is almost $600 a month. That said, I haven't paid a penny for anything in years, for any doctors, any hospital, any treatments, nothing. So I spend a lot of money on healthcare, but they shouldn't be able to touch any of that because it's not Medicaid, it's actually Medicare.
So you're in the clear for now, so that's good to hear. So
yeah, I mean, presumably everything is fine. We'll see on Monday what the CAT scan shows. If it hasn't metastasized, we're just continue to be good to go. So that's what I'm hoping for. Thanks for asking.
You got this too.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
we're here with you.
Thank you, you guys.
Pushing through.
They say said green tea is a good tea of choice. I don't know if you like tea or if you like green tea specifically.
I'm more of a mint tea person, but that's because some of the meds I'm on make me nauseated. So I'm kind of a mint tea person, but I do ginger tea as well.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, and turmeric obviously is really good to add to that. Yeah, I have 2 aunts that beat breast cancer, and yeah, it's so sad seeing women younger and younger, facing cancer. Um, it really is, let food be thy medicine, as they say. I think Joe Salatin said that. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food.
Absolutely. Actually, one of the things that happened this week in my world that was very sad was that I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Andrea Gibson. Andrea Gibson is the poet laureate of Colorado. Absolutely amazing human being. And they died of ovarian cancer. And she was just unfucking believable. In fact, if you really want to hear something that's going to blow your mind, I would play one of her spoken word pieces for you. It's called Yes. And it actually relates to this room. If you'd let me share this, I would be grateful, because we've been talking about stuff that is so hard and painful, and we struggle with it every day. I'd love to share this with you because this is so beautiful. Let me see if I can grab it. This is Andrea Gibson. She passed away on Monday. She's all over the internet. If you do Substack or Instagram or TikTok, you're going to see, I'm going to say there because she's trans. They are trans. So I want to be respectful to her pronouns here. It doesn't really matter at the moment one way or the other, but let me share this with you. The poem is called Yes, and let me grab it. Okay, here we go. Hang on a second.
When 2 violins are played.
Whoops, sorry. Give me a second. Hold on. Gotta get rid of this ad. All right, here we go.
When 2 violins are placed in a room, if a chord on one violin is struck, the other violin will sound that same note. If this is your definition of hope, this is for you. For the ones who know how powerful we are, who know we can sound the music and the people around us simply by playing our own strings. For the ones who sing life into broken wings, open their chests and offer their breath as wind on a still day when nothing seems to be moving. Spare those intent on proving God is dead. For you.
Elle, what are you playing? Elle? What are you playing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't on mic. This is Andrea Gibson, who is the poet laureate of Colorado, who passed away on Monday from ovarian cancer, who was an incredible force to be reckoned with. And this is her poem called Yes.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you.
Yes.
I for a minute.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was in my...
Listen to. Thank you.
Yeah, no. That's my...
Here, she wants her consent, and I gotta get her to sign her consent first. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Are you okay
Yes,
with
I was gonna
this?
get her to sign her consent, and she's getting some consent.
Did you say yes or no? Are you okay with what we're
How
saying?
Gen X are getting their teenage bodies back. So this is my mom, and this is my grandma. I recently posted a picture.
Okay, here we go.
When 2 violins are placed in a room, if a chord on one violin is struck, the other violin will sound that same note. If this is your definition of hope, this is for you. For the ones who know how powerful we are, who know we can sound the music and the people around us simply by playing our own strings. For the ones who sing life into broken wings, open their chests and offer their breath as wind on a still day when nothing seems to be moving. Spare those intent on proving God is dead. For you, when your fingers are red, from clutching your heart so it will beat faster, for the time you mastered the art of giving yourself for the sake of someone else.
For the ones who have felt what it is to crush the lies and lift truth so high, the steeples bow to the sky. This is for you. And this is for that moon. On the night she seems hung by a noose. For the people who cut her loose, and for the people still waiting for the rope to burn, about to learn they have scissors in their hands. This is for the man who showed me the hardest thing about having nothing is having nothing to give. Who said the only reason to live is to give ourselves away. So this is for the day we'll work for something real. We'll feel for sunshine in the shadows, look for sun rays in the shade. This is for the people who rattle the cage that slave wage built. And for the ones who didn't know the filth until tonight. But right now, are beginning songs that sound something like people turning their porch lights on and calling the homeless back home. This is for everything we own. For the day we'll learn how much we have when we learn to give that all away. This is for doubt becoming faith, for falling from grace and climbing back up, for trading our silver platter for something that matters, like the gold that shines from our hands when we hold each other. This is for your grandmother who walked 1,000 miles on broken glass to find that single patch of grass to plant a family tree where the fruit would grow to laugh. For the ones who know the math of war has always been subtraction, so they live like an action of addition. For you, when you give, like every star is wishing on you, and for the people still wishing on stars, this is for you too. And this is for the time you went through hell so someone else wouldn't have to. For the time you taught a 14-year-old girl she was powerful. For the time you taught a 14-year-old boy he was beautiful. For the radical anarchist asking a Republican to dance, because what's the chance of anyone moving from right to left if the only moves they see are Fox News? This is for no becoming yes, for fear becoming trust, for saying I love you to people who will never say it to us, for scraping away the rust and remembering how to shine, for the dime you gave away when you didn't have a penny, for the many beautiful things you do, for every song you've ever sung, for refusing to believe in miracles because miracles are the impossible coming true and everything is possible. This is for the possibility that guides us, and for the possibility still waiting to sing and spread their wings inside us, because tonight Saturn is on his knees proposing with all of his 10,000 rings of whatever song we've been singing. We sing even more. The world needs us right now more than it ever has before. Pull all your strings, play every chord. If you're writing letters to the prisoners, start tearing down the bars. If you're handing out flashlights in the dark, start handing out stars. Never go a second hushing the percussion of your heart. Play loud. Play like you know the clouds have left too many people cold and broken, and you're the last chance for sun. Play like there's no time for hoping brighter days will come. Play like the apocalypse is only 4, 3, 2, but you have a drum in your chest that could save us. You have a song like a breath that could raise us like a sunrise into a dark sky that cries to be blue. Play like you know we won't survive if you don't, but we will if you do. Play like Saturn is on his knees, proposing with all of his 10,000 rings. We give every single breath. Y'all, this is for saying yes.
That's Andrea Gibson. May she rest in peace.
Very beautiful. Thank you for that. Beautiful way to start the day.
Well, we get so buried in despair that, this was a very, very bright light who affected so many millions of people. And I'm just, in the Jewish tradition of mourning for a year, I'm going to be playing this every day for this year.
It's a mitzvah, as your people will say.
So back to you, Patty.
did you say she was ill? I'm sorry, missed that.
You know what? I don't know, but I'm going to guess maybe like around 48. But let me check. I don't know. I know she was diagnosed 2 years ago. This was recorded right after she was diagnosed. And you can see watching, I keep saying she, and I need to stop doing that. I need to say they because Andrea is trans. I don't know how old. You can see that they're struggling a little bit for breath in this. But I mean, there's so, if you check out something called button poetry, that's where some of the best spoken word is. Let me check and see how old they're.
Yeah, I didn't need to know exact, but the point was she was young. Very young.
I was right, she's 49. So just shy of turning 50. There was an amazing poem that somebody shared. It was a reel of her sitting there reading something.
Thanks for that.
Absolutely, you're very welcome. I would say anytime, but I was woefully ill-equipped to do that. So, yeah, it was.
Thanks. You have a great voice. I almost thought you were a computer. I don't get it. So what does it all mean?
Stupid ass things like, ooh, we're gonna get some power. Y'all don't have no fucking power. Most of y'all ain't even your own boss. You working for a white man. Okay? So when y'all talk about these things about will and power, I think the reason why y'all are so obsessed with having power over your woman is because you don't have any power anywhere else in your life. So you are obsessed with having power over your woman.
You begging a woman, you begging a woman to like you is crazy.
Can I finish?
Begging a woman
Can
to
I finish?
actually
Yo, Breezy.
go ahead.
I just think it's wild
She just
that
walked in.
people that have no you
What?
don't have no power in
Just
your
go
real
ahead,
life.
man.
So
Okay,
you're
go
obsessed
ahead.
with coming home and trying to dominate over somebody else. Because you can't tell your boss to go fuck theyself. You can't tell your boss to shut up. So now you're gonna go home and tell that woman to shut up. I laugh at y'all niggas every single day. I'm so glad. Because you know what? I didn't want to listen to somebody, so I went out and became my own boss. You should do it too. Instead of crying in the car thinking you're gonna wield some type of power over somebody that you don't have.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
No, because I'm next.
So,
How the fuck you just get in here and talk about you next?
this is cute.
No, go ahead, bro. You been here for a minute.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, Militant been waiting and the other brother been waiting. You gotta wait.
Yeah, let me get in queue there.
You in queue. Gotcha.
Is this possible?
Laugh it over here.
Man, mute the fuck up, man.
Is it possible for the angry mob, to let other people join in the conversation? I don't want to say y'all names, you know what I'm saying? But can y'all let other people speak who haven't spoken? Y'all can kind of like dominate the conversation for a minute, and there's other people that want to speak. Would y'all mind doing that? Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, that was redundant. We literally just said that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. It's not.
Hold on. Can I? Is it on me?
Yes, sir.
On you right now.
Rob,
angry.
Hold on, Breezy. Rob, and then there was another brother that asked me to speak. He been for a minute, and then Breezy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks. So, I was just listening, and I put it in the chat that there's no way in this. I've been married before, and I'm seeing somebody right now. We're very serious. If I love you, I'm not trying to put my hands on you. The only way I'm putting my hands on somebody is to protect myself. And if I needed to protect myself from a woman that I'm with, I'm not going to be with her in the first place. I just don't believe in putting your hands on somebody. I have no right. And as a woman, we're adults, so I don't control you. We don't control each other. You're my woman and I'm your man. You're my wife and I'm your husband. But that doesn't mean I control you because I'm your husband. Doesn't mean I run roughshod over you because I'm your husband. Sure, I'm the head of the household, but it doesn't mean that I have rights to put my hands on you because you get belligerent or rude. It just means that if you get that way, I'm just going to leave you alone. But that doesn't give me the right to put my hands on you. And they was talk about this traditional thing about what men used to do. Most men traditionally didn't put their hands on their husbands or they put their hands on their wives. They weren't beating. Most men weren't beating their women over the head. They just weren't. I mean, some were, just like some do now. Which to me is a really sad situation when a man